I think a huge part of doing well in these games is like not walking into Silver Flame Squire and the Carver.
Yeah.
And you don't have to.
Javier, the champ. Alright, what am I worried about now? They have free and first strike. Should I send in Preserver or just tap their dudes and
Well, but you should have played your land and played that guy and made the Preserver gigantic.
oh, that's what the card does, right? Forgot I was focused on.
You're winning by so much, it's not going to matter.
Oh. I'm really bad at multitasking. Preserver into Elder is a nice curve too. Extra mana. Think they're gonna have Righteousness?
Yes.
Damn. Should have played around it. Wonder what they have. Bunch of double red cards. Actual dragons.
You might want to just play around Realm Cloak Giant at this point.
Yeah. Might just be dead on board.
You can the Elder has vigilance. Didn't need it, but
Oh yeah, I had the mana. Yeah, if I didn't have the mana, I could have attacked tap. Yeah.
well, you could have done 2 more damage.
How so?
Oh no, you had the mana. You're right. You couldn't have done 2 more damage.
You're really bad at math.
Damn.
All right, against white red. That's converted mana cost or power. What did we even see? Not much. Bunch of cheap dudes.
I might board in the spider for like Silver Flame Ritual. Your deck probably wins the long game. Unless they have rares, I think your deck definitely wins the long game.
Yeah. I don't want Righteousness against white red.
I wouldn't do it, but I've never played with that card. It looks like a card you should never put in your deck to me. So I can't say I've had bad experiences with it. Played Righteousness a lot when it was originally printed, and then I had enough experiences to be scarred for life.
I don't understand how to draft this format at all. Yeah, I'm kind of struggling too. This draft was a bit easier than my past drafts.
This was a pretty easy draft. Yeah. You have a very good deck.
The first like 2 or 3, the second, third, fourth pick, I mean, they were not super tough, but there was like a few decisions. That was when we got all these innkeepers, it made it easy to decide to just be straight up 2 colors. Because I think that's the tough part, right? Knowing when you want to be monocolored, light splash, or equal colors. And like when to commit and stuff, and not always like super obvious, I feel.
I really don't think you want to be 3 colors very often in this format. That was the thing I liked the least about your first deck.
Yeah, we opened Royal Scion's second pack, and it was tough. Like there was not super clear signal pack 1.
I don't know if you've looked at the win rate.
No, I have not.
In the spreadsheet. It's almost always the case that the 2-color decks outperform 3-color decks in almost every format. That's true. And it's it's definitely true in this format. And like I think almost the only times people are even playing 3 colors, the Planeswalkers, and they're still not doing great. Like I think you should do it when you get Oko and Garruk.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes when you get the Royal Scions. But just in general, I think you don't want to be 3 colors. I don't think you should have attacked that turn.
I didn't think they were going to block because they have kind of the aggressive draw. So I expected they also had untapped mana, so they get kind of owned by another squire.
I thought you just wanted to block.
I think I'm okay racing was rally in hand, but maybe I'm being a bit too aggro.
Green has good fixing plus the egg. It doesn't, I mean, it has a little bit of fixing. It doesn't have, there are many limited formats where green has better fixing than this one has.
Let's play a 1-2?
Yeah, I think so. Actually, I would play the unicorn too.
Okay.
Yeah. He attacks and you're going to play rally and just block with your 2 1/1s.
I think so.
And
also
I think it's just possible he won't attack into the 1/2 though. It's the problem. This is fine. Just trade a 1/1 and then outmuscle the red cap.
Yeah. I think that makes their turn a bit tougher to play as well, just not being tapped out, but maybe just playing the unicorn was better to the rider in need. Does it matter which one? Green, white, 1/1. I'm gonna keep the guide mother, right, with 2 innkeepers and just the +2/+1. We also have trapped in the tower. I guess I should board that out in this matchup.
I wouldn't be too concerned about trapped in the tower. I think if that's their play, you're gonna win. Oh, I thought they were gonna have the squire there for sure. Like I still would have blocked, but
yeah,
it was weird to me that they're attacking. You know, go well for them.
So nasty, honestly. It's funny, we're just talking about it and you have to just board out that card, right, in these matchups because of, especially I played one in game 1, right?
I don't know. I mean, it depends on what you can board in.
Yeah,
he only saw one of them, right?
Yeah, but white, green, and keeper. Obviously, I'm gonna have this billion. Hmm. 2 free double strike, and they're at 6.
Just dead, right?
Oh, is he just dead? Block a free, take. Oh, yeah. A little slow roll. No big deal. Alright.
Oh, you beat that guy bad.
Yeah. They had pretty awesome draws. How much guitar a day do you play on average? Or do you not play that much?
It varies a lot.
Yeah.
I haven't been playing a ton since I got back from Long Beach. There are stretches where I'll go weeks where I probably play like 2 hours a day at least.
Yeah. You think you're...
But
yes. Sorry, go ahead.
A lot of times when I have to play a lot of Magic or I have to travel for Magic, it leads to me not playing guitar that much when I get back because I feel out of practice and it just makes me frustrated, which makes me want to play less.
Yeah. Kind of tough with these tournaments. You get out of rhythm for a lot of stuff. It's I'm not very disciplined either, so yeah, it's kind of bad. Pretty awkward. We're playing against a sniper. Gonna get sniped. You guys, was that hotel okay or gonna run it back for the next MC?
I don't know.
I would do Airbnb again, but Kai's not coming this time. You don't casket that dummy, right? It's so awkward if we don't, but also.
Think I would, to be honest. Oh no, I wouldn't, just because you can play rally next turn.
Yeah, and I can tap
I
it
wouldn't.
too. Could you use Tactician just to save 2 life?
I don't think so. I think I would just take the 2.
Really? Yeah, I guess then it's like kind of sketchy too if.
It makes playing the rally next turn sketchy, and also like Tactician can have a lot of value later in the game depending on what you draw.
I just think we're color screwed. You love to see it.
I wasn't. I thought you maybe should have just played Casket and Giant Killer on your turn. But
you had to dream big, Andrew.
Yeah. If you had told me he was going to do that, I would have definitely played the way you played.
Blue-white could have some big creatures now. I shouldn't just run the Giant Killer, especially with 2 innkeepers, right?
No, I mean it like Blue-white's not going to have that many big creatures, and it is a tapper once it's in play. Like, when has Blue-white ever beaten a tapper unlimited? It's never happened in the history of Magic.
Would you play Rider or Tactician? I kind of want to play Rider.
I want to play Rider Giant Killer, but I think there's a lot of reasonable ways to play this hand.
All right.
Anyway, that hotel in Long Beach that we stayed at was, I would say, not nice.
Yeah, but it was extremely cheap.
Yeah.
But was it like nice enough? Or were you like actively annoyed by some of the... I don't understand, like... Yeah.
I think Huey stayed in like not the same hotel as us, but basically the same level of hotel, and I think he didn't like it.
Our Airbnb was kind of nice. It was $250 total per person, but I don't think it's available for the next one. It was $250 for 4 nights, I think. So, and it was like 5-minute Uber ride, etc. Let's see. Do I want to block here? Probably not, right?
Yeah.
You would or you wouldn't?
Oh, I wouldn't. Don't block. Just.
What about blocking with Giant Killer?
Just jump. Yeah. Oh, we could have done the combo if I hadn't talked you into playing the Giant Killer.
Oh yeah, damn.
I think I like playing the Tactician and then the Alfang. And then assuming he doesn't block, you just play Glass Casket.
What about Pump Knights, Play Guide Mother, and tab their dudes? Isn't that a bit better? So you want me to play Tactician, attack, and then when they don't block because of outflank, you play Casket on a 2/2?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good too. That's probably better. Better against Trapped in a tower too. We bluffed them. Oh wait. Yeah, wanna just split an Airbnb for the next.
Maybe.
I get in Wednesday and I leave Sunday, so just.
Yeah, like I mean, I guess if you want to, I'll certainly consider it. I'm, as usual, not going to put any effort into planning ahead.
Yeah.
So.
So they just attacked. I guess I have the tapper. Or what can blue-white have in this spot? That like actually on +2/+2/2 on tap. I mean, I'm not gonna attack with Giant Killer. I guess just sending the other. Just sending the dudes and play the
3.
Feels like they're just flooded.
Sounds like Ephro wants to volunteer to be our travel agent.
Yeah, sometimes I plan ahead, sometimes last second. I'm trying to get better.
Doing things at the last second. Attacks don't play. I guess there's not. What could we could have turned into a pumpkin. That would be really bad for you.
Oh yeah, yeah. We're not worried about much. Getting blown out. Oh. GG. Let's see. The unicorn, I guess. 5/4.
I like doing it on the unicorn.
Would you have done the same thing?
Yeah, I think this is right. I probably would have attacked with a 2/2 vigilance, just because sometimes people don't block, and I like it when things like that happen.
There.
I agree that if your opponent's making reasonable decisions, there's no reason to attack with the 2/2. Hope he bounces the giant killer just because he can't deal with it.
I never had horror stories with Airbnb yet, I think, but I've heard some bad ones. I usually book from people who have a bunch of good reviews. I don't think I've ever, maybe a while ago, I've booked, like years ago, from people with little to no reviews, but so they had the 1/4 artifact that untaps. That's it. Blue-white.
Probably you're okay boarding True Love's Kiss in the dark end against blue-white.
Because of which cards?
That's like their theme, I think, is artifact matters kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And like you already saw the one artifact.
The 1/4? Yeah, I mean it's not there, I guess. Just board out ritual, maybe?
I would probably take for the throne.
It's good this game.
Yeah, I would board out ritual.
We might end up in some sort of weird race too, you know? They have a bunch of flyers and stuff. And
yeah. I don't know. Their deck didn't really do anything the first game, so we could.
What about the spider? Spider seems good, no?
Yeah, probably bring the spider in. That does seem pretty good.
Got a tree folk, maybe?
Maybe cut True Love's Kiss.
Got a tree folk? Or the...
Right. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't care.
I don't like sideboarding. I generally try not to do it. It's fine. We're just guessing about what they might have in the deck.
Thanks, Shelly.
We'd be 100% fine to just resubmit our original deck too. What you could do with this deck, if somebody makes a really bad mistake against you, you could board in the 3 dummies. The post board game.
Come on, Innkeeper.
No, play the intruder and get that well.
You think they would get the message?
Obviously. We did wind up having the True Love's Kiss in the deck, right?
Yeah, we do. I guess it is true. They played a dummy. They played a free. They played a bunch of crappy artifacts.
Yeah, they played the Hengewalker that last game too.
Yeah, just don't attack.
I would attack and just kill the well.
They're gonna block.
Too. I mean, what's your big plan for the 1/2?
I don't know.
You just want to keep it alive.
Draw removal for dummy and then get there well. Like dummy doesn't do anything. I have a 2/1 first strike.
All right, fine.
I don't know. I have outflank in hand.
Turn you also can like just play a land and bluff attack, and they might not block. It says they've been vomiting Pioneer leagues. Have you played much Pioneer?
I played a tiny bit of blue-white control, assuming it was going to be bad, and it was very mediocre. I don't know if people have figured out a decent build. Didn't seem the little I played, it didn't seem that great to me, honestly.
The format or
the format? It seems like it was just going to be kind of like the modern cube. I don't know, like kind of not super interesting decks or games, kind of just piles of good cards. Kind of like a super standard more than something close to modern, you know, and we'll see though. It didn't seem like it was like anything special, you know. It felt like it was kind of, yeah, I don't know, like a bigger standard. But it was, you know, who knows.
I want to try playing blue-black control in it a little bit, and I'm worried that Dig Through Time will be banned by the time I finally get around to playing it.
Sounds like
Time deck's been doing really well.
People were saying there was nothing that seemed super broken at first. Let's see, should I attack knight into their stuff? Probably happy.
Wait, what if they double block?
Don't I kill both?
They probably won't. Oh yeah, okay. Never mind.
Oh, you're really bad at math. I was joking the first time around, but or maybe you're really bad at like magic abilities, like first strike.
I am pretty bad at magic abilities.
All right, this is flying, means it can block creatures that have flying and cannot be blocked by creatures that don't have flying or reach. And protection from white, it's actually written on the card. This creature can be blocked, targeted, dealt damage, enchanted, or equipped by anything white.
Just like to say that, yeah, I'm bad at math, but you're really bad at using the Flaxen Intruder to kill the Witching Well.
Or the dummy.
Playing better, you would have gotten the Witching Well by now.
Oh, see, look, I might be able to set up a whole sequence where I get the Witching Well, actually. Let's see, tap. Force them to block with Owl and lose the Owl to my outflank.
Multi-Planeswalker deck is oppressive in Pioneer.
Who is commentating? It's Andrew Cuneo. How do you not recognize Andrew's voice? All right, let's see. So I could just play with Spidey. I just play the Spider and...
I would attack with the Archon and play the Spider.
Yeah. What about playing the Spider first for F6 value? I like that play. Or just do upkeep?
No, I mean, never mind. Like, even if he attacks with both of those things, who cares?
Frogify?
Ooh, brutal.
That is brutal. Maybe now I really actually... Yeah, I'll let them attack, because if they attack, I might be able to use Flaxen Intruder to get rid of Frogify. No, they're just vomiting a bunch of...
Love doing this.
This is going to be good for me. This is probably going to be good for me. Maybe not.
I need to make my screen bigger so I can see how big that guy is.
I gambled, I lost. I mean, I could just 3-for-1 myself. Maybe it was a bit greedy not to tap.
I think you want to tap the dummy on the Prized Griffin now.
Dummy and Prize Griffin.
Yeah, because this way, I mean, you can definitely attack with the Intruder in the night, and you're going to get to outflank the artifact flying creature.
So isn't it better to tap the Owl?
No, like you want to be able, if he blocks, you want to outflank the owl, right? Like that's the best creature to outflank on the board.
Oh, right, because of yeah.
Unless you want to try to
Bladers.
save
no.
the outflank to get the ginger brute, but I think it's going to kill you too
Or
fast.
it does draw that. That's kind of gas. Let's see. Can I do anything really cool besides just bouncing my? I'm short on white though. Outflank, bounce my dude. I can't recast it. What if I don't do anything? Just recast my Archon.
Then you hope to draw a green creature next turn.
And their guy's gonna be just be a 5/5. I guess playing the free two does.
It does shrink their guy too.
Yeah. I guess I'll attack. I think attacking's good.
With the Archon.
That's instant.
You would be winning this game so much if you had just used the intruder to kill the witching well.
What if they blocked with dummy? I guess that'd be pretty good for me.
Yeah, if they blocked with the dummy, that would have been good for you too.
Sorry, I didn't see us 6 moves ahead. I'm just playing checkers over here. It's kind of gas because it's pro white, but somehow get to use shepherd on it.
That is a nice, Your opponent just chose to deal less damage.
No, they did it after damage.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, I was at 13.
Yeah. Go for a nice bluff attack here with the Flaxen Intruder. They would probably block though.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna lose now. Wow.
You got.
I was in pretty bad shape. I mean, I was in pretty good shape.
Draw out Muscle or True Love's Kiss.
I'm just gonna draw land. I'm just really unlucky. Not sure you've met me, but
I'm positive you would have won this game if you had just attacked with the Flaxen Intruder.
Would have been the difference, like 1 less damage, few turns.
You would have gotten 1 more draw step, probably.
Yeah. Maybe I just forget what the intruder does. I'll be so happy to eat my shepherd. Damn. I don't have any haste creatures, right?
Oh, the way that it's really worked out horribly.
Yeah, it seems like I was gonna lose that game, but I mean, me not choosing that tactician was pretty bad. Plus, we're playing against Sniper, so probably knows what I have in hand.
Yeah, the turn that you use the tactician, maybe you were supposed to hold it and see what you drew.
Yeah, maybe.
Put in all your haste creatures.
Been invited to... Sorry, go ahead.
Why is there a gate on the mics? Well, there's a gate on my mic because I'm using Discord. I can... It's annoying people. I'll change how fast it's closing.
Would you keep that? I was gonna keep, but then all my cards are pretty expensive besides the... My deck's really good. I should probably mulligan, right?
You have 9 planes in your deck?
Yeah, but I need 2 lands.
Yeah, I guess you should mulligan.
Their deck's pretty bad, right? I mean, from what we've seen. Wow, that hand is heinous. I have to keep, right?
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, they had a bunch of answers to the Archon that game, but they can't have that many in their deck.
He's Demoligan as well. Damn. Whatever, I'm not going to use a glass casket yet when they have all the glitters in their deck. So frustrating.
They drew their well and you don't have the intruder.
Happens to me a lot on Moto in these drafts format. I just run so bad all the time. Like,
how often do you watch that game from the MC where you top decked the Castle Garenbrig?
I haven't watched it. Against Javier, and I've watched it once, I think, since.
That was not an example of someone running bad.
I lost the match.
Yeah, but that game you did not run bad.
I'm not really a big fan when people bring up examples of matches I've lost for trying to prove that
a game where you won. You hit like, I don't think it was literally one outer. I think there was one other card you could have drawn where you wouldn't have just died immediately.
Besides the castle?
Yeah.
What was the other card? I didn't think it had outs.
I remember somebody saying that there was some other sequence you could have played.
Okay.
Where you would have not died. But I mean, that game you did have to get incredibly lucky to win.
Yeah, I agree. Javier also punted. Most likely punted.
You know who punted?
Who?
Guy by not playing the castle.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that was a good draw.
What did I do here? 2/2 flyer?
I think you should just pass.
Just say go?
And then when he attacks, rally to gain the life.
That seems bad. Should I play the 6/5?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, play the 6/5. You can do the play I wanted to do next turn.
Yeah. You know, get an extra life from having an extra creature. I might even draw something. Dude, it's unreal.
Put the 6/5, maybe he'll block.
Yeah. Doesn't matter, right? If he blocks.
Blocks, doesn't it shrink the thing enough that you can kill it, but for 4? Or no, it's I'm always watching on the screen where I can't see the size of things. Yeah, it jumped, you could have maybe done something. Maybe he won't attack. But you saw the line.
I'm just dead on board. Doesn't make flyers, right? Can't believe I lost to, like... Ugh.
I think that all that glitters Gingerbrute is actually like a not horrible combo.
Wait, what? Oh. I get to live. For some reason, I thought I was just dead on board.
I was rooting for you to be dead on board.
I know. Dealer. Oh, that doesn't even kill the fly.
Well, not dead though.
Should I kill my own casket or?
No, blow up all the glitters and hope to draw a spider.
What should I keep? Double white or double green? probably double white, right? I don't think I've...
I think that, I mean, one of your outs is to draw the Fairy Guide Mother, but
Oh my god.
I should have tried to draw another land. He'll concede. Maybe he'll play around a second outflank.
Yeah, Dictation would have been nice too.
Oh.
Alright, GG's. Just never win trophies.
The call end, or did your computer die?
No, just a little lag. I don't know why. If it's because I have too many cards in my collection, or...
Do you think we lost that match because of bad sideboarding?
Didn't we sideboard great?
We sideboarded in the True Love's Kiss, but the one game we drew it, we didn't win. So maybe it was bad. Missing with this deck. This deck is good, but it's not insane.
I mean, you're what, like over 50% to have an Innkeeper in your opening hand, and you just, I guess I did have it. I mulliganed. Maybe I should. Maybe like Innkeeper, Flex, and Intruder was just good enough, just because of the passive of Intruder is actually good against. Dude, my hands are just heinous.
Yeah, this hand's not the best. I'd probably I'd send this one back.
Really?
Yeah, I think
really
you're supposed to
bad.
mulligan the hands like this with the London mulligan rule. Would ship a Guide Mother in a land. Yeah. Against a green deck, I might not have played it.
It's fair. I was thinking I'd Shepherd, but I'm probably just going to cast a free one. Yeah.
On a mull to 5.
Yeah.
I mean, you can take the buyout and just shepherd it back right away.
Yeah, that was a bit. I agree. That was a bit hasty. I was not really thinking.
I think you should maybe just do nothing.
Hmm.
You don't. Putting the 3/1 in play doesn't do anything. It's you're just gonna have it sit there and watch the 1/2.
Sure, it's fair.
I wouldn't even tap this guy. I would just let him attack if he wants to, and then see if he wants to play a trick.
Maybe just block.
And then you can just, yeah. Like I would just 100% if he wants to attack, fine, and I would block.
A good old bluff.
It's not a good bluff. I was streaming on Wednesday with the Selesnya Adventures deck, and I had some really sick plays with the Shepherd.
Yeah. Was
against people who had boarded in Massacre Girl against me.
Oh.
Like I would Conclave Tribunal the Massacre Girl, and then they'd play a bunch of stuff, and you bring the Conclave Tribunal back and kill all their stuff. It's great.
Did it have Glass Casket the Intruder?
Oh, I think you can afford to just do nothing this turn.
I guess it's good to have a pump spell if I just say go. Damn. They're cheesing us. On a turn. Maybe I'll just sack it. Damn.
It happens a lot on Arena.
Really?
Play against people who have that card. Yeah, they just attack. and they're just like, I'll take that action, and then their guy's in the graveyard, and that's the end.
Yes. There's a standard GP ride this weekend in Lyon, or is it limited?
I believe it's standard.
It's kind of wild. Isn't it the first time they have like this? Usually it's a limited GP the week before the PT, right?
Certainly, like when they used to have the schedule be that they would have people, like they thought the pros were going to play in the GP the week before, that it would never be the same constructed format.
Yeah.
It didn't seem good what your opponent just did.
Yeah, so I could take 6. They even know I have Giant Killer in hand.
Yeah, don't block with the Archon. Just take it, then just untap, and you can Giant Killer the Carver.
Should I just outmuscle the Intruder instead? Just block with my Shepherd and save Giant Killer? That seems better, right?
I guess now that you have the second outmuscle, sure.
Is that the mulligan to 5? Feels like somehow I like have it all and they're the one who mulligan to 5.
Oh.
Good beats.
Brutalized here.
I wouldn't call that getting brutalized, but might have to not attack, save trade 4 damage for 2 damage. Make sure I don't get cheesed. Let's see. Chop down, it's called.
Chop that thing down and then get the Giant Killer out.
Chop suey.
Is it true that if you get the alternate art versions of the adventures, the secondary spell has a different name?
I have no idea. I mean, that cannot be true, right?
I bet someone in the chat knows about that. I think that it might be true.
So that would seem something they don't want to do, but... Oh, outmuscle and protection from white's kind of, yeah, so if you fight a huge white creature.
In your experience.
Alright, so they have a 4/4 trample that I can tap. They have they have trail now? I'm gonna lose this game? Yikes. How do I get rid of...
You're still in pretty good shape.
Really?
Yeah, like usually the white-green decks, it's almost impossible for them to beat the Archon. Maybe he has outmuscle in his deck. If you want to race, you could Glass Casket the Tactician and like start attacking the air. I do think you need to tap the Witch Stalker for like the rest of the game, probably.
Yeah. I'll play the Knight first.
Like 2 different Fairy Godmothers, and they both say Gift of the Fae. So is what I just said just not true?
Yeah, I think you're just making stuff up.
I sworn that I saw something on Twitter that led me to believe that.
Wow. You saw it on Twitter. It must be true.
It is true that I'm exceptionally gullible.
Yeah,
and it is true
too.
that I saw it on Twitter.
Me too. Alright, what now?
Storybook Flaxen Intruder, and it's called Welcome Home. Rules, reasons they must have the same name. Well, if you're going to be technical about it.
I wonder if they have a trick in hand. That's what they had. Tricky. Maybe I could have attacked with Knight. Trade 2 damage for 2 damage. Make them pay 2 mana for their token. No. Bit ambitious.
There's so many lands in play. If they wanted to reprint Nevermore in this format. In my defense, I'm just going to say it did seem strange to me when I thought that the adventures could have different names depending on the art. Well, I did believe that it was the case. I did think it was weird at the same time. How angry do you get when you lose to people that have 2-color decks that put that white land in their deck?
Sorry?
Does it make you angry if you lose games where people have a 2-color deck and they have that white land in their deck?
No. I think even in like 2-color deck, it might be correct to play one of these lands.
Used to make me so mad in M20 draft whenever I would lose to somebody who had Cryptic Caves in their deck.
I played very little M20. Well, it appears I'm kind of screwed here.
How many cards do they have in their hand?
One, but they have Lucky Clover. I guess they're out of thingies. They're still at 22.
You play the Intruder, the Guide Mother, and whatever Rider in Need is called when that with that version of the artwork. Don't attack, I don't think.
Not with the Arcan? And that's
Oh,
triple.
yeah, I guess you can attack with the Arcan.
I mean, I kind of have to, right? I can't just lose my Arcan.
No, I would just maybe have it to block the 1/1s.
Oh.
I'm definitely, it's not going to block the Witchstalker ever.
100% gonna draw Innkeeper next turn.
Fine, you still have the Lonesome Unicorn that you'll be able to replay.
Yeah.
Wait, it was 100% they're going to draw Innkeeper.
I was like, what do they have now? Well, that really sucks. I'm losing it all anyways. I guess I'll keep the 1/2. I'll have a trick.
If they had a trick, you would be dead.
Oh, I have Giant Killer and Shepherd under these keys. 18? I'm at 7. Just kill the Innkeeper.
That's what I would do.
Oh, I have the Unicorn. Should I just not play Unicorn this turn, maybe?
I think I would kill. So you're going to put him to 14. I think you should kill the Innkeeper. Because putting the Unicorn into play doesn't even speed up your clock that much, just because it's going to get chumped eventually.
Alright, that's fair.
So I think you're going to draw an Innkeeper next turn, so I want to save the Unicorn.
Damn your gas. Wow. Oh no, it's a food. Oh, that was a good draw for them. Jesus Christ. Are you getting even more mad now that their cabin's just being so good this game? You got like such value in their 2-color deck.
Yeah, the cabin at least of crumbs, so like it's high upside.
Yeah.
The you might get a 1/1 counter thing. That's not high upside. So on the line, Tim Ayton indeed. I've squandered all of my Jeopardy winnings, and now I'm forced to just tutor
Tim 10. Who the hell is
in
Tim
draft
10?
for money.
Yeah, this is not cheap. Andrew's charging me. He's charging me and me having to listen.
1 turn.
Yeah. The charge is me having to listen through his terrible jokes for pretty much eternity. Sir Allen?
All in. I believe it's pronounced Sir All In.
Is it actually? Is it?
I believe that's how I pronounce it. Oh, you get screwed. You can't kill him.
Why not?
Well, I mean, you can alpha if you want to kill him.
I mean, I can kill him.
Do you have any cards in his hand? I can't use the Squire on the Archon. You got screwed.
I don't know what they could have, but...
Well, they could have outflank. It looks like they have another of that stupid rally card.
So I didn't want to go too crazy. Maybe now I'm short 1 damage because I didn't go crazy. Let's see. Kind of flooded a tiny bit at Diana, thank God. Scary.
Yeah, it's like 26 lands in his deck to make sure he has enough basics to power the cabin and the idyllic range. So I kind of question the deck building behind putting 2 Rally for the Thrones in a deck with Trail of Crumbs.
Let's see. Do I have anything that's especially bad against a bunch of 1/1s? Not really. Should just board out a Tree Folk again. Or Ritual. I guess Ritual on the draw seems kind of bad. Alright, I'll do that. Spidey? Did they have flyers? Maybe Paladin's just good against 4/4 Trample. 4/4 Trampled kind of owns me. No, besides, I guess I have Outflank and Giant Killer, but that's about it.
And the Wildborn Preserver.
Wildborn Preserver. What's Wildborn Preserver?
The rare you first picked.
Alright, I guess I won't bring in the Paladin. I guess I have all in too. Oh, it might have been okay, but a Paladin over Tree Folk. Kind of sad was Innkeeper though.
And also, like, you can just play the Tree Folk as a 6/5. The Tree Folk's better. You finally got your nut draw.
Dude, get me excited. Wait, that game took us 10 minutes? It's because you're slowing me down,
pretty
probably.
Long game.
That's a game where I'm mulligan to 5. Peace.
Wow. Does Guillaume Matignon come to your stream and talk about how much he hates Wildborn Preserver as much as he does on my stream?
No, he did raid me yesterday though, but he just
Guillaume streams now?
apparently once in a while he said, what did he say, just like card's too good, or
No, he actually didn't say anything, but I had a hunch he was thinking that it was bad.
that it was bad? I mean, I've played against it and it hasn't, I think I've beaten every time my opponents cast it, and it was usually on turn 2, but oh right. Hey, that's not too bad if they double block.
If you misclick and click sack, does it force you to kill your glass casket?
Probably. Or is it a May still? It might still be a May. When you do destroy target, yeah.
Wow. That is risky.
Don't try this at home. Don't put these cards in the same deck. Feels good, man. Innkeeper is so much fun. You think they should have not blocked because of the possibility of me misclicking Intruder and killing my own casket? Dude! Well, I guess I have the Intruder.
Yeah, that was probably why they blocked.
Finally, Intruder's time to shine.
Intruder's been dominating these games, except for all the facts that, except for the fact that it never gets to do anything. I misread out muscles so many times. Like the adamant part, I was pretty confused by it at first. Thought it was like all your creature gets indestructible, or only if it's a green creature it gets indestructible. I don't know why. I bet you're really hoping to draw an adventure next turn.
No, just lands. I can complain. I love complaining more than I like winning. Wow.
Wow, you even drew like the Heinous adventure?
Wow, yeah, that's really unlucky. I didn't draw another one.
It's kind of unlucky.
That's for the trade, so they can't come back. They said stop it in chat with a smiley face, and I responded by smiley face. Quite an interaction. Think we're gonna win this game, Andrew?
Oh.
What? No.
But you can gain 6 life. Yeah, okay. The 6 life you'll probably win.
Got him.
It's the best I've ever seen that card be.
I'm gonna play it first. Show them I still had all these. All right, GG's.
Still had all these 2 extra 1/1s.
The rally card was pretty good for me. Actually, I think I misread it and thought it costed 4 and was a sorcery probably and made only 1/1. I don't know. Probably misread it in 6 different ways.
You thought it was 4 mana. You get a 1/1.
No. But I think
if it's adamant, you gain a life.
I think I thought it was honestly like 1 more mana for some reason. But all right, I need like 2-minute break or like a few minutes breaks, and then we can draft again. Okay.
Sounds good.
Cool. Be right back. All right, I'm back. Looks like Andrew's not back here yet. Hey, Auntie. No, Andrew's still around. We're gonna fire another draft. We went 2-1 in our last draft. Kind of felt like we should have Frio. That was kind of an unlucky loss. Our deck was strong. I mean, double Innkeeper was pretty much no bad cards in the deck. Oko is only 60 ticks. Not even worth that much anymore. Are you not required to be at the testing house now? What day is it? Friday? People are flying in today or getting in today, yeah. I'm going on Monday. I don't wish I was going now, I guess, but...
Back.
You're back? Cool, let's go.
Oh, I thought you were going now. I was about to leave to start driving to Richmond to pick you up.
Ooh, Once Upon a Time.
Is it now the time you're supposed to do a price check on the cards?
I guess. I'm sure if I want to... I guess the pack's pretty... Oh, it used to be 10 ticks. It is 14 ticks. That's a lot. What do you first pick at the PT? Just turn into a pumpkin?
I think the best cards are Turn Into a Pumpkin, Inspiring Veteran, and Once Upon a Time. I actually think it's like... It's possible Once Upon a Time is actually the best card in the pack.
Yeah, it seems quite good, right? I mean, just...
It is a good card, for sure.
Especially with Innkeeper in the set. I'll just take it, I guess. Ooh. Someone picked a rare. Let's see who's in our draft. Sneaky Nellis sounds familiar. That's it. Alright, just Sir Conrad, right? Obviously. Then second best card would be Paladin for us. Was Once Upon a Time.
I might just take Searing Barrage here.
Really? Wow.
I don't like that Paladin very much. But...
This card's been pretty good for me. I would take Adversary. I've not been super impressed with it. I've actually had that card a couple times despite not drafting a ton, and it was just fine. Never went too crazy, I think, but...
Yeah, I might take Reaper of Midnight, or Reaper of Night.
I've not been super impressed with Reaper of Night so far, but it's like good, but nothing special.
I think Reaper of Night's pretty good. I think when you play the Black Mirrors, it's usually one of the best cards, but there are matchups where it's not stellar. I agree with you about the Adversary too, though. It's just not that good.
But you see a lot of Reaper of Knights. How many like Reaper of Knights would you want in a black-green deck? 1 or 2?
I'm usually happy with 2.
All right, so Reaper of Knights.
And like I might even board. Yeah, there'd be times when I would board in a 3rd.
Yeah. Like we're getting cut, but Forever Young's solid, right?
Yeah, I would pick Forever Young, unless I mean you maybe want to take Charm Sleep and like consider being blue-black. I would take Forever Young though.
Ooh. That's like really good in light green, right?
Take it. That card's been underwhelming to me, but
yeah,
if you are black-green, which there's not a whole lot of reason to believe you're really black-green at this point.
I mean, what else am I gonna take?
I would take it. Although Searing Barrage is really good.
Yeah.
You don't have cards that are particularly good with it.
Yeah, I mean, Escape the Wild now too.
You should take Escape from the Wilds.
I mean, that pack's just empty.
Yeah, like maybe you wind up a black-green deck and you actually splash it.
Yeah.
I've yet to have that card in a limited deck. I could believe that that's one of the cards it's worth splashing for, though.
Chum them out.
Other drafters in this draft pod are drunk. What are you basing that on? Are you one of them?
Is a familiar just good in black green because the synergies? Is it a really high pick when you're black green? Or you just still
I think it's just a bad card.
Really? Straight up bad card? Okay.
I mean, I don't think it's particularly. I think you rarely want it. I would take Foreboding Fruit.
Yeah. There. What Indian dish did you get? Cheese. Nothing.
I would take the Secret Keeper.
Yeah.
It could be a mill deck. I had chana masala and dal makhani.
What masala?
It's like chickpeas.
Ah, chickpeas masala. And then the other one?
Dal makhani, it's lentils. Although interestingly, they're not the thing that they're described as lentils, but they're not actually lentils.
What are they?
It's this thing called urad dal.
Oh, yeah.
Which
what?
They're not from the same family as like what in the U.S. is called French lentils or brown lentils or red lentils. It's like a pretty different thing.
Okay. So just they turn into a pumpkin?
Yeah, I think it's you probably should be a blue-black deck in this seat.
Kind of obvious at this point.
Why do these people hate turning into a pumpkin so much?
Yeah, I don't understand. Pretty wild. Just take Cauldron, right?
I would take the Cottage, I think.
Really? Huh.
Have not been very impressed by the Cauldron, and I think Cottage is often pretty good, especially when you have Sir Conrad. Like when you have a creature as good as that.
What if we get Emery? Just take Witching Well here, or?
Yeah, I would take Witching Well. I like Paneer. I do like Paneer. This is an interesting pack. Finally, we have a good pick.
Wow, that's really tough. Blue's super open. We might just like flood and Secret Keepers, and then we just want Lucky Clover, or
I wanted to take Bake into a Pie.
Yeah, I was gonna say Bake into a Pie because there's like all these blue cards. One good blue card is gonna table. Into the Story is a bit greedy. We have a lot of card advantage already.
I thought you were going to say you wanted to take Into the Story, but
no,
I haven't loved that card that much.
Kind of single. I feel like that's the card that beat us in the other draft, but
so you're guaranteed to wheel a good blue card out of that pack now by taking a black card. Covetous Urge is so good.
Yeah, I mean, probably tables, but there's nothing worth gambling, right? I mean, there's nothing else.
Yeah, like, do you really want a Golden Egg?
I guess another Reaper? Or just opt?
I was thinking
something
Opt or
else.
Mystical Dispute. I would probably take Opt. Second Reaper when you already have a Covetous Urge as well is kind of excessive.
Well, the Sirs, is that better than Secret Keeper in our deck?
Just take Secret Keeper.
Really? This card's not the greatest, I guess.
You already have 2 5-drop creatures that I think are both better than it.
Anyways, I have to make a food though. Fruit, turn into a pumpkin, bake into a pie. I guess I have a few. Can we just be like blue-black value though? Do we have to be mill? Yeah, Secret Keeper is still.
You don't have to be mill, but like the Secret Keeper is still fairly solid.
Wow. Just take Drown, right?
Yeah.
And then, are any of these cards knights? This guy's a knight, I guess. Just take Opt again.
Would take.
Hmm? Yeah.
Yeah, I would take Opt.
Ooh. Secret
Mill
Keeper
might be
number
open.
3, right?
Yeah.
First time
that Lucky Clover Gambit you wanted to take that, it would have worked.
Yeah, I mean, blue was so open, like, I mean, people still have to open the Secret Keepers.
And also, I think that blue-black, you really need to get good removal. So passing Bake into a pie is not something I would.
Because or else you just fall to like some of the green monsters and stuff if you don't have the removal. Just take Spyglass here, sideboard. Or Monitor. Monitor's pretty solid, but probably don't need it, right?
I don't think you're going to... You have so many playables and you have 3 Secret Keepers, I wouldn't play with the Monitor.
It's got to be into the story, right?
Yeah, it should be into a story. Now, I would have been happy with... Didn't say please, but...
Yeah, but was free.
You should take into the story.
Clover and table. Our deck is... Just in case. Often do main deck Dispute?
I haven't done it that much, but I do think that it's a reasonable thing. Why didn't you take Summit Prowler with a drawback? Really don't understand why they made an uncommon that it's just Summit Prowler with a drawback.
Yeah, to make you discard, yeah. That card is really awkward. It's trying to trick you too. They make it uncommon. Usually I fall for it. These uncommons that are actually worse than commons or just not... I usually like... I'm like, well, they made it an uncommon. It must be better than the commons. Oh god, Wicked Wolf. Never lucky. Just, is Tomb-Raider even good in my deck? Is it just fine, I guess?
I think the land is the best card for your deck by a lot.
Oh, Mystic Sanctuary, I didn't see that. Let me check if Wicked Wolf, I'm assuming it's worth 0, but like, sense. Not really 0. At the PT, would you ever take Wolf there? Or is Sanctuary just too good to counter draft?
I think I would take Sanctuary. Also, like as obscene as Wolf is, it's not like it's even that good of a card against your particular deck.
I mean, yeah, I'm not too sure about that, but yeah, I see what I see your point. Just take Reef Soul.
Yeah, like they're gonna wolf one of your Secret Keepers and eat a food.
Ooh, isn't Talisman pretty good?
I had it a lot the other day, and it was always really good for me.
So just take that.
Yeah, that's what I would take. I think it's just a strong card.
Bricks. That's not a dispute.
Yeah, probably I would not want to start to, but play a good card to build a board. I would take another Forever Young and I would just play it.
We have 22 so far, and we have a dispute in the board.
Yeah. That you're going to be fine getting there for playables. Ideally, you don't have to start the main deck dispute.
Yeah. Are you actively happy with second Forever Young? I guess I have some good creatures.
I'm not actively happy with it, but I don't mind playing with it.
Just take the Merfolk.
I think you should take the Cauldron. I think the Cauldron is a better card. I think main decking a Cauldron would be perfectly fine. You don't have that much removal, and you don't have very good answers to flying creatures.
No. How many have you
But you
spent?
also, I don't think you should play Witching Well into the story and Unexplained Vision and Covetous Urge. Like you have too much like slow card advantage stuff. I think you want to be able to cut the Unexplained Vision.
Or you take
pick up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just play as many as you get.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a tough pick, right? Maybe Runaway Together is better.
I would take Charm Sleep.
Really? Was Free Secret Keepers?
Yeah, but I don't think you need to like turbo mill people. You can just play like a normal control deck. You don't need to play an awkward bounce spell.
I feel like a lot of time in this format, the aggressive deck have to like use something to a pump spell to kill your Secret Keeper, but I guess Charm Sleep just really good. So, do I need the egg? I do have Bob Naughty. Just take egg here.
I think I would take egg as much as I like opt.
Bit of fixing too. I do have a few adamant cards. Because that's Pixie with no cards left. So just got Witching Well is probably the worst.
I think Unexplained Vision is the worst.
Okay. There.
Probably one of the Forever Youngs.
I like the cantrips, but really cutting Forever Young? Yeah. Not the dispute. Is Forever Young not better than Dispute?
Maybe it's better than Dispute. I could see that.
And how many special lands?
I would play the blue special land 100%.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't play the black one.
Yeah, it was 2 Forever Young, probably only 2.
So I think I would cut the second Forever Young and just play the Cauldron over it.
Oh, I thought you didn't like Cauldron.
I don't like it particularly, but I think that this deck you need to have a lot of removal.
Yeah.
For this deck to work.
9-7, 10-7 total. Because of the opts.
Yeah, that makes sense with all the opts.
Even though I have double black, but I think I'll do it. Alright, looks pretty good.
I think this deck's really good.
Opt over Vision is surprising for me. Well, they're not really the same card at all. I was just like kind of free, and I guess you play as many as you get kind of a card, and Vision's competing with some other expensive cards. I think. How many ops would you play in a deck like that? Up to how many do you think? 6?
6 or 7.
Yeah, really.
Like I think it'd be impossible to get a number of opts that I would start cutting them from a deck like this.
You probably want to cut the Bug Naughty. It's funny when you do the shuffling, you're shuffling your cards and it sounds like farts sometimes. Or maybe you're just
weird that you just said that out loud.
Yeah. I don't have much of a filter. You might have noticed by now. It's not great when you're a streamer, but I haven't gotten burned too badly so far. I've been able to rein in my bigotry and my misogyny. Not sure how much longer.
Someone in the chat just said you're going to get flooded with 17 lands. I don't think you are.
Yeah, we have a lot of sinks.
Card advantage kind of things, and one of our lands just gets a spell back.
God, the mirror match. This is confusing.
When you play in real life, are you required to keep your adventure creatures with your opponent's adventure creatures?
Wait, what? Oh, to cast it. I was like, let's see. Just draw 2.
You're going to draw 2. I thought you'd make them draw 2, so they'd deck faster.
Oh, damn, I missed it. Yeah, you're right.
Is this Arena? Because of all the mill things? Yes, it is Arena. It's this Pioneer. Yes, it is. Deck looks massively better than your opponent's.
Yeah. I'm really unlucky. All right, what's the play here? Just I'm kind of greedy sometimes. I play up there, but what am I even gonna want to counter?
I don't know. Just play the cauldron. What are you gonna?
I like playing the up to find islands sometimes, but that's maybe a bit too greedy. Not like we're in any rush.
Yeah, like you're not in a hurry to do anything at all, and wow, you can own him here.
Can I?
Oh,
Just
I
counter,
might
right?
actually. I probably would counter this just
Yeah,
to not fall
I
knock on the
agree.
board, but
I like the Wicked Guardian.
it's fine. I think it's important to counter it, especially because if you draw land, you 100% want to play Covetous Urge.
Mm.
You failed to draw land. A horrible job drawing a land.
I'm glad that we're getting flooded here. I don't know if you want to cantrip Forever Young against a mill deck, right? I have spells to play. I can cast a bunch of spells next time. They just gave me the ruffle. I'm not too sure why now, though. What did I do? Oh my god, this is so nasty.
You really need to try to draw a land next turn. Gets to urge your urge and then urge your Conrad, you could be in a lot of trouble.
Fragify uncommon? That card's just good, or there's too many things that owns it?
I think it's okay.
2 mana's pretty cheap.
I tend to like that kind of effect more than most people. I think you need to get Forever